Hello, everyone. Hello, Cohen. How are you?
Yeah, great. How you doing, Gadi?
I'm good. It's good to see you over here. I haven't been doing live for, I think, I don't know, maybe a year, maybe more, right?
Yeah, I
Long
think a
time.
long time ago, right? Last time
Yeah.
was a long
So,
time ago.
yeah,
You
it's really
you've
good
been
to.
busy.
Too busy. You too.
No, yes. I'm
Yeah.
working
So,
all day.
yeah, I'm sure. So yes, just 2 minutes we're going to start. I will just share the link, guys. Thank you for joining us. We're going to speak today about the last tricks and methods to grow on Instagram on 2024, sorry, on the best way. If you have any questions, so you can comment below in the chat. Um, yeah, it will be fun. Of course, we're going to share with you some of the methods and everything that we can share on YouTube. Keep in mind, YouTube is a public social media platform, so this is why Sion cannot share his face. I cannot share my face
You're
without
right.
the hat. No, joking. But yeah, it's going to be fun. Um, and yeah, just feel free to ask anything that you want. You can speak about all of the methods to grow. Um, yeah, I shared it on Telegram. What else? Instagram? Nah, no need.
Okay.
Coin is undercover, definitely.
Uh,
He cannot share his face. He's the big boss.
no, it's because of the war. Just kidding.
Yeah. No, but okay, you know Cohen. We know him for many, many years. Cool.
Yeah,
Let's
me and
see if
Adi know each other. I think for 6 years, I think almost.
yeah, long time ago. Jarvi times. Old
Jump.
good days.
Yes,
It was
everything
fun.
was easy.
Yeah, good time. 1,000 actions a day. But yeah, every good thing need to get
Create
to an
another
end.
good thing.
Yeah. Cool. I think we can start. What do you think? Yeah, we're sorry for the delay. Just fix the last few stuff, but I think we can definitely start. So Cohen, maybe we can introduce yourself. Andy's writing over here. Nice to see you, Cohen. Hope family is fine. Thanks for your tool. I'm still happy.
Yeah, thank you, Andy. Nice to meet you also. I'm not sure. I need to connect my YouTube to join the comments, or I'll just speak. That's better.
No, no, it's okay. You can just
Good.
speak. So tell the people who don't know you, like, who are you? Why are you here?
Okay. So I was studying electrical and computer engineer in 2000. I finished my degree in 2014. Uh, 14. My wife started a business, like something for fashion, and I tried to promote the Instagram account. This was like 8 years ago, 2018, while I was working in Intel, semiconductor. So I did it as a part time. Then it worked. It was very easy. Back then, it was based on a browser. Doing interactions like follow this the interaction are the same. There was no story, I remember, but the method is the same. Just create interactions using the account. uh, so it was working really good. It was really basic, no filters, no nothing, just do the interactions. And then it started growing. We reached really fast. Few of our friends joined us and become like 100 client. Uh, then, to be honest, there was 350 clients, and I found Jarvi, and I said, "Why should I work so hard? I can just use that instead of developing things and keep my work in Intel." It was 2019, I think, a year later. I started using it. It was great. You can just put everything in the application and forget about it, just count the money. Then everything collapsed, I think, in June 2019 in Jarvi. Then we started developing based on the Chrome browser. I was not about to give up. So we took a lot of effort and started developing phone based. So my knowledge is basically cybersecurity. Um, so it was I was kind of familiar with Linux kernel and stuff like that. So it was easy to understand for me inside the phone what Instagram sees and use, what Google expose us on our phone. It's like they have a virus that nobody knows, but they expose many things on the phone. So we keep on checking what they are seeing, what they checking, trying to fake and mimic human behavior on phones. And after a few months, it was Corona time. Then everything started rising, many new clients, all this phone automation started became more stable. It was working really well, no blocks, anything. Uh, and we keep on growing. We reached a few hundred clients, I guess. And just lately this year, after 4 years of developing, we are already two full time. I consider myself full time because I also run the business, but I also spend a lot of hours of the development. We are two developers now. There is another one for full time. We added lately. We added also a TikTok automation that's working really good. With I guess we have 400 clients on the TikTok automation. Now we reached 2,500 profiles that are running. The best time started being lately when all those API applications started having issues, starting this year's mostly. We had maybe 1,000 or 1,200. Now we are just in a year about 2,500. And growing every day. We're onboarding maybe 30 new clients. We have a nice flow, like the onboarding process, the dashboard that we have, managing if it's money wise or result, the issues. We are really good in tracking issues. We have four Filipinos workers that tracking issues on the bot. Issues can be phone with no internet, slow internet, crashing phones, the application not loading, logging failures, even soft action blocks that sometimes appears. We have also statistics and analytics, and we use a lot of AI to understand things. So it's really not just a bot. At the end, it's really a software company. We have, I can say, 4 years at least of full-time developer spent on this, even more because we have someone also for the dashboard, and we have a lot of external developers. So we spend a lot of money that comes from the income to have a stable and a uh, good application. And also the environment is important. Managing 1,000 phones in 1 or 2 rooms, it's hard. This is actually the hard thing. Yes, we have two IT guys that keep on connecting new phones, adding new servers, fixing old phones. Instagram is
Not
down at the
easy.
moment. Really. They're afraid of me. Huh? Toby said that Instagram is down at the moment.
No way. No, no, no.
You should check
Seriously?
it.
Yeah, you're right.
Really?
Okay. Wait, Sion. I think we need to
Adi,
we need to stop. It's because of you. I thought
Adi,
it's because you
I
didn't show your
told
face.
you, I told you I don't need to show my face.
Wait, you want to stop for a second? I think I will stop
Okay,
some of the things. Um,
okay.
Wait, they're
This
really
is
down.
also something in the bot that it can detect issues. Like for example, now Instagram, you will open your application and you'll try to use Instagram. It will work, but you will not be able to maybe search. So we know that once you are not able to search for other people, it's it means that there is issue with. Yeah, also for me,
Yeah.
by the way. Oh, no Instagram. Funny.
Yeah, it's on Instagram, it's also Facebook. Let's see. Ah, see also Facebook, by the way, Threads, WhatsApp, right? Everything?
Everything
Yeah,
is done.
everything is down. That's
Oh,
great to do this live. So, okay.
yeah, they are busy. Not
Do you need to do
they
anything
are.
special? I turned off the stuff I'm doing.
Normally, we don't. We don't. I don't. Everything should be just paused. I guess we'll get some issues like internet issues, slow internet, user not found issues. So it's really just not gonna run.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So we can continue. Cool. So thank you, Sion, for sharing the story and like how you started and the point you've been now. I want to ask you something that I'm getting a lot of the time, and I'm guessing many people who are watching it now and will rewatch it will ask themselves. As you said, we used to work with Jarvis or MP, sharing tools, the export many tools with the years. What is the main difference between your tool to, for example, any other API tools? Why should I use your stuff?
So basically, API you cannot mimic real interaction with API, in my opinion, because
Thank
all
you.
right, thank you. So most important is just sensors. Phone have sensors. They have hardware. They have so many things that send tons of data to Instagram. For example, they know where you touch, how strong you touch. Touch is not only like this; it's also how strong you touch. So there's so much data that Instagram reads, and they have smart bot detections. Actually, each phone that we use, we hack it. We get inside it. We install our software inside it. We send fake data. We don't mask data, by the way. We fake it. And it works because there is really not so much issues. Basically, just the issues that you will get if you do manual interactions. That's something that you cannot avoid at the end. I also opened up a few accounts here, so we can show it later. And yes, Instagram, Meta, they have a lot of money. They can get the best bot detection. They can understand the flow of API calls. They can understand what can happen and what cannot. There is something that called the honeypot. Many people don't know it, but they can put something in the application that is not there usually. So if you are using API, for example, this something you don't expect it to be there because you don't know, but on the application itself, it will be there. So I will avoid it. The API will fail to understand that now there is no follow button. For example, you click on follow button, but for this client specific, they put the honeypot and there is no follow button. And you did click it on API, right? But because you don't know, there is no follow button. You assume that there is. So on real phone, you are playing in their battlefield. Uh, so there is no follow button. You cannot click on it. So there's a many types of honeypots that I found over the time. I hope most of them. And that's not on only this, but yeah, it's like on one finger. Uh,
So
yeah,
basically, what you're saying, like to summarize, is saying that for Instagram to recognize an API bot system machine, it's much easier than to recognize a real phone automation because it's actually like a real phone and it's not like an API which mimic everything and emulate
right.
human behavior and it's not real and it's not working on the official. of
Right.
course,
And
API.
more than that, even most of the phone automations are easy to detect. I can tell you that I can give 99% of the phone automation an application, my application, and they will run it, and I will then tell them that they are bot in. I'm not an expert in bot detection, but I can tell them because there are so many mistakes that people do because they don't know what Google put inside on Android. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, I agree
they,
with you.
yeah, yes,
I'm just showing it out.
same as browser fingerprint. So Android is much easier because it's not even a browser. But so
Yeah,
yeah,
just the basic stuff, right? You can
yeah,
like they can see everything even about like, and this is a browser. So
yeah,
about
right.
like which language, which apps I'm using, which plugins I have.
So first thing they can
Um,
know which apps you are using in the Android. Right, Instagram can read your other apps in most cases.
yeah,
Instagram, yeah,
they know
they know
everything.
about,
Yes. I
yeah.
think that one of the main advantage of the real phone automation, I compare it to the API. It's like, as you said, it's easier to Instagram to see what's going on in the API to dedicate it, and then to make many restrictions, and then it makes our life harder. People who are watching this and here since 2018, for example, so they know, for example, tools like Jarvee that had to renew and change their emulation every few months, and it's not up to date because it's not possible to you like to emulate so many API calls and to make it looks real.
It's I really
Um,
think it's like 40 people work if you want to go to have a like a good API.
yeah, no, it's not easy. It's also like this is why it's like safer. Maybe Sion even Cohen, if we can even share the photo of the ones you sent me today. Um,
Can you share it maybe because I was not prepared. What do you
yeah,
mean
sure.
the
Yeah,
phone image? Yeah, you can share it. No, it's not our strong side. We tried to make it is nice. We tried to make a nice lab. Where yeah,
yeah. Just like
it's
that, like
actually
so many. Looks
it
good.
yeah, it looks okay. Yeah. So another thing, because I'm also from radio frequency, so it's really hard because most of the phone labs are made of metal, and you cannot use metal because then you disturb the signal. So that's try to
Smart
figure
hack.
out. Yeah, to have like not even wood that's gonna get fired. Just so most of it is glass or ceramic. Yeah. So
Very cool. I'm sure people don't really, I even not understand this level, but it's
yeah,
interesting to
okay. I
know.
guess yeah, it's very frustrating to make a phone lab. I guess in China they have
Yeah, many. Yeah, no, so I
niche.
want also like maybe you can share with us and see more people join us. So thank you for joining, guys. We're getting into the important part. I want to know, let's speak about numbers, okay? Because eventually, what all of the people wants, as you know, is to get more followers, more traffic, more views on their stories, which I will speak about it at the end as well. So let's speak about the results, okay? So you mentioned you have like a real phone automation, which is not required from my side to have anything in my house, right? I can keep
Yeah,
jumping between countries, and I can just like pay to your service, and I get everything running without any need of technical knowledge or technical system, right? I understand it's correct.
right. So
Cool. Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to show numbers without showing the names behind the numbers.
You can also
Uh,
share some screenshot if you have. But yeah, let's
okay,
speak
that's a
about
good
like
idea. Okay,
how
let me.
many. Yeah.
So let's speak about it first. Most of the people do all interactions between follow, unfollow, post likes, story likes. We don't do comments, but you can call it also story views or watch story and actions. So this is also count. That's something we added lately that we also count the number of views we do. In terms of follow, it's all of the actions are smart algorithm. It means that if it's not limited or blocked or whatever, we increase it. Mostly it's part follow. Follow is more limited from Instagram side. Um, so we reach around 100 follow if the account works well. Same number of unfollow. Post like can be 400 a day, and story likes also 500 a day. I have an account here that just do story likes, don't do anything else. That's not recommended in my opinion because this you need to mix actions, at least post likes, because story likes it's uh, too botty to just do story likes and views.
Okay.
We do add fake interaction that are not related, like we scroll in the feed, we watch reels and stuff like that, so it will be more human. But then still, if you do 850 story likes a day and only that can be a bit, in my opinion, it can work. This account works, by the way. I can share. Let me share the. Let's see if
Yeah.
let me share. Let me just.
Eventually, it's also a lot about the trust square of the account and what is the
Right.
history of this account. For example, my personal account was dead many times. I reactivated or I did a lot of testing with multiple tools on this account, so it's really got a lot of restrictions and flag. But if the account is, for example, new to automation and it didn't have any issues in the past, so most likely it will run better. Sion going to share with us some of the numbers. Yeah,
Okay.
okay, once.
All right. So this is basic dashboard. As you can see, this is how it looks. Here you have all the target that we add. We only work for now with other influencers, so we reach their followers. Everything that got scanned is scanned to here. So some of them scanned just for story because we know this account has story, and some of them scanned for interact. So it means that he fall under the filter that the client set here. Uh, on analytic page, you can see. Just don't want to go down because the are the names. How many actions been done in the last 30 days? Not sure it was running 30 days. Yeah, it was. And how many new followers it gained? It gained 250 here. For example, this one, this one 880. Also, you can see the number of interactions. You can also, I don't know if people knows, but you can just click here and just leave the likes and whatever. This one, you see also the last 7 days. Numbers are around 300 most of the time. It depends on the country. USA, Germany, Europe works really well. USA also. It can reach very high. I just picked random clients. So that's about it. You can go inside and you can choose language. The language is basically using Google speech that it's recognized the language based on the bio and the captions, titles in the pictures, last 12 pictures. Gender, we also use a profile picture detection. We do AI, image recognition for that, machine learning, and also by the name. And that's about it regarding the interactions. There is also another where the accounts here, you can see all the accounts in one place. You don't need to go one by one. You can see all of your accounts in one dashboard. Stop sharing. So that's really nice. We always try to improve. We're now gonna add a rate tomorrow, I think, that says how many actions per hour on average out of all of your accounts. Let's say you have 100 and you see average per hour is 50. That's
Like
also nice.
Jarvi.
We
Wow.
have average per hour from all the accounts. You have like
Uh-uh.
100. You say, okay, my average over all the accounts are 50. How many active accounts you have today? For example, you have 50 that are active, but how many running out of it? Today was running 48. Okay, why do I
Mm.
have two accounts that are not running? So I go to the error page. Okay, just got out of it. but there is an error page. It will say this one account is a logging failure. This one account has no internet, for example. So for no internet, you can just reach us, or maybe your proxy is dead. That's another option.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
question. So, when I'm using any API tools or any external tools, I must add my own proxy. This is part of most of the systems. Do I need
Yeah.
to also like add a proxy to InstaGrow to your tool, or I can just use your own proxy? Are we talking?
So basically, phones you can add a SIM. That's nice. So you don't need really a proxy. You can just use the internet, but it will be my country location. It works. Most of the client I'm working with. Oh, Nicole is here. Wow. Hey, Nicole. Um, so most of the uh, proxies, most of the internet is from my country. So if it's a SIM or a SIM, also a phone that create a proxy, so another phone can use the same SIM. So we normally use one, two, three, or three phone maximum for one SIM. That works okay. Some clients from Europe or USA also use our proxy. That's not the best way, but it also works. And some have their own proxy. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. You can use your own proxy. You can create your own in your own environment and get the same IP on your country. Uh,
Do you believe it's really important? Like if we speak about like real SIM cards, it's basically like a 4 or 5G connections or even LTE, which is what's most commonly used in today in the world. So how how much it's really important if let's say I'm from the States and I'm using your own SIM card? Is it really you reckon it's really important? Or I don't know, I'm from
First,
Netherlands.
you have if you run real clients, you have the client. You will say, "Oh, why I'm logged in from this country? I'm not from there." That's one thing. It's, reliability with your client. Second, I don't think it's really important. To be honest, I did not see any big difference. So it can work with our area. Just maybe, I think, be on the safe side. That's what I say. It's the best. Even I know UK proxy can work for Europe, for example. So you don't have to have your own
Yeah.
proxy from your own country. That's, I guess, Europe is like one place, America is another.
Yeah, no, I get what he's saying. Of course, it will always be like the most like the best thing to use like the local like connection or like the same connection. I think it's mostly I reckon it's more important on TikTok, which they're actually sharing your content and exporting your content based on your location.
Hmm,
And on
yeah,
Instagram, I don't know, I see many stuff from many places around the world. But I get what you're saying. Of course, it's better. It also depends on the budget, right? Like if I don't want to
right.
invest more money because, of course, 4 or 5G proxy cost me more, I can
Yeah,
start with
on
the
the US proxies are more expensive. Yeah.
yeah.
So
But
it's
that's
something
good.
yeah, that's, that's something you need to take count when you're starting your service with us. Uh, okay. We can also talk about TikTok if you want, or later.
Yeah. Let's see. There's a question from Mr. Ganders over
Hmm.
here. Is there any Telegram group or something for your software with some more info? It's a good
Uh,
idea.
yeah, it's a good idea. We do have uh, a service. We do provide. I try to provide the best service. We have 4 or 5 customer service. Some of them are even 6 local. Some of them are from abroad. We try to answer all of your questions in private chat, in a group chat with me, with at least 2 people, because we also manually connect clients. When once you reach our service, we manually connect the client on a specific phone that we know that is available. Because connection is really hard, especially when you're abroad, you need the backup code, you need the SMS. So we try to do it manually. So you'll always have someone to talk with, and maybe we can open a Telegram or group chat. I'm not the best in communication,
So, Cohen
but
as a
yes,
developer is very, very busy. But yeah, you can also use the Telegram group of my Telegram group also to ask questions about this and about more tools.
right.
I will also. Can share the link for that. Let's speak so more a bit about the numbers, Cohen. I want to ask you, like,
Mm.
let's be honest. So let's say I want to grow my Instagram. Many people, as you know, stacking on the same amount of followers for months or even more than that, and it's very frustrating to stay. I don't know, like 4,000 followers and not to go over the 10K, for example, 20K. How many followers can I really gain with your tool per month?
So it depends really. It comes from 100 to 1,000. More, I saw model can have 1,500. Yeah, it's depend how much you push it, because at the end you cannot put as many actions you want. We put 3 accounts on one phone. You can pay a little bit more and get two on one phone. Then maybe you'll get more actions, but I do recommend stay with the three. And then the average actions are, as I said before, around 80 follow, 400 post like, and 400 story likes. That's safe. Going above it, you can do it. Just count that the 1,500 story like, and it's growing really well. Uh, yeah, so you can get an average 300, 400 new followers a month, or even more. It depends also how much filters you put and the sources that you use. That's also the most important, how much effort you put on your sources. If you yeah if you
Yeah,
yeah if you're a shop from I don't know where, and you just put Nike as your sources, I guess it will not be accurate.
yeah, no, that's really something that I think I see many people doing this mistake where they like just they want to set up everything and just like to get everything fast and then don't invest a lot in the part of like the sourcing, which we have also videos about this part about how to find the right sourcing and how to scrape them using Google or using Give Me Data or even Instagram hashtags. It's really, really important. I feel like if people will put more focus on that, you will see the difference. It can be you can get 5% follow back ratio, you can get 20% follow back ratio. It's like a huge difference. You will do the same amount of actions, just you will get much more followers. So this is something that is very important to put your focus on. And let's speak also a bit about the
And
model and
also
target.
playing with the
Yeah.
sources. Once you have some history on your sources, you can see this one is making high follow back, so maybe I will leave it, and then the other one get zero follow back or 1%. So maybe try to remove it. Soon we're gonna introduce something that's called the smart target select, and then it will select more often the target that has higher follow back. But remember, at the end, it's not always have new accounts to interact with. So I wish we could just yeah, yeah, you
Yeah.
have it here.
No, I just want to show the differences. For example, my own account, my testing account. So you can see basically the follow back ratio. You can see this is percentage. So for example, here I did 888 actions and I gained 37.5 follow back ratio. That means that in total, um,
Yeah,
wait,
we
I got,
understand. Yeah.
yeah, all of
Uh,
this.
the, the new follow, you have a section new followers. It's not yet. You see the new follow. Yeah, we work
Mm,
on that. Anyway,
yeah,
also that's something important that doesn't have on other application. You have the follow back story. You have only the follow back for likes. We're gonna add some information here, but follow back story. If it's, for example, I have an account that I just like this story, but if I did a like story and follow for this account, it will not be counted in of follow back story. Same for
yeah.
likes. If I just did like, this is the percentage I got.
Yeah, so it's really good. You can understand even like which source is work the best for you, and also like which type of actions give you like the highest follow back ratio. Maybe you can focus on that, and also what you can also do it's like to try to find sources which are similar to the ones that over here. So for example, I can take this account over here. It's called WeWork. I can go to Instagram and then I can try to look for similar accounts like this one. Okay, and then I can have some examples over here. Not
Yeah.
always it's accurate. I can also check the bio and this is how we can like do it with many many accounts just like that and add more and more sources. One of the tips that I can give you It's to add a lot of sources. For example, here I have
Right.
maybe 50%. You need at least like 120, 130, and then the bot can perform the highest amount
Yeah,
of
because
actions.
what we do with, especially for story, we just check for latest followers. If you're taking sources and use only the latest followers of it, it will be more likely to have a high follow back rate. So if you take someone that followed this account 5 years ago, maybe is not interested anymore in the account. But if he followed it yesterday, you will get a high chance that he will like yours.
Yeah, that's a good point. Um, let's
That's
speak
why
a bit
we
about
need
the
a
mother.
lot of yeah, sorry, and a lot of
What is it?
sources. That's why you need a lot of sources at the end.
Yeah, it makes sense. So what about the mother and child? I'm getting many inquiries about it. Many people now
Yeah,
heard
I
about it.
also
It used to
do.
be underground, right? Like, many people know about it, and now everyone know about the mother and child. Andrew Tate was in the jail, was out of the jail, controlled all of the TikTok content. Like, what do you think about this method? And can you help with that?
So basically, on phones, it's more expensive. It will always be expensive. I can tell you that I replace phones like 1.5, 2 years. They dead. So this costs a lot. Beside the development and the IT and the office that you need for the phone and everything. So phones are cost more. So mother and child, if it's worth for you for some cost, uh, it can work. But yeah, it can work. It can work really well. It's we do have some that do it. I'm not an expert on that field because we are so busy on the just client running client. But we do have, and it works good. The account doesn't get blocked if you created them really good. The slaves child, uh,
Yeah,
yeah, and you
that's
can use
good.
any software that you have to also do extra interaction, like sending messages for new followers, uh, and gain new followers, or make traffic to the slave using interactions with phone. Yeah, it can work. But
Okay.
it's cost more, yes,
Yeah,
for sure.
that's
Not always profit. I'm not sure but if it's profitable or not.
yeah. I think it depends like how if you know how to make money from the child account and how to funnel them to the
Right,
main account or what is the offer. But definitely, it will always be more expensive than using an API tool. Makes sense. API just like technology, just a script. You don't need phone, you don't need electricity, you don't need it, maybe just a server and that's it. But here you need like a lot of
right.
stuff, so it makes sense. It costs more, but still, it's like how much value you gain from that. So I think it's like
If you're
the
able to run child in API, I'm not sure, but if I was Instagram, probably child was the hardest to run in API, I guess,
yeah,
or browser.
yeah, that's true. Not
So
easy.
actually, it's like you need the best tool to run the worst client. That's
Yeah,
if you have
that's true.
maybe if you have a worst if you have a good client, maybe you can use not so good tool. I'm not sure. You have a high trust score, yes, but that's also you
Yeah.
don't want to lose this account.
If you have like a verified legacy account with a blue badge from 2012, for example, so most likely this account can even perform more actions and it will get more followers, of course, and it's like more protected. I speak about the legacy verified, not about the subscription of Meta, which
Yeah,
we all know. But yeah, no, it's also really cool. What about TikTok? What do you think about TikTok? Is it
right.
like
So
people do that? What about this?
basically in TikTok, it's just unlimited actions, really, for a trusted account. That's a gray area. It's not a gray. It's a black and white area. It's not unlike Instagram that screw your mind with what happened here. In Instagram, I mean TikTok, it's really simple. If your account has a trust score that is here, it can do unlimited actions. If it's in here, it cannot even do one follow. That's so weird. So I see if you put a new account with 0 followers, you cannot do even one follow on the phone. I'm not sure what's the issue, but you need few months. and some followers, then the account has a nice trust score, and then you can do 200, 300 follow actions a day, and it gains a lot of, you can get 30 new followers a day. It works really well. And also about TikTok, it's a lot of, it's more the age of the followers are they are younger mostly. Also, the profiles on Instagram, people create accounts. I guess I'm not a professional on TikTok, but I see a lot of profiles on TikTok that doesn't look real, but they are real. So you need to understand what you're gonna get from TikTok. But yeah, it works really well if you put good targets. Scraping also, I can tell you that I pay $2,000 a month on scraping on Instagram, and for the same amount of data, I pay $10 a month for TikTok. TikTok is, you can scrape it for unlimited. It just open. You can scrap it also anonymously. You don't need an account. You can scrap everything. Uh, so it's much easier on TikTok. Yeah, if you have a good account running and gaining new followers and engagement. By the way, I see engagement grow also in TikTok. It's easy with good account. Yeah, it's easy on TikTok. It good. It works good.
Cool. Also good to know, like if someone is looking for the next blue ocean, so
Right.
that's definitely like a blue ocean. That's
It's it's the
cool.
everybody knows that TikTok is really hot right now.
Yeah, no, it's true. And it's like there are not many automation tools or automation solutions for TikTok as there are for
Mm,
Instagram or services in general.
right. In TikTok, it's really hard to do automation. You remind me that because they obscured the, I don't remember they just change every version of the application. They change all, let's say, if someone is a programmer, all the valuable names. So if one day you said, okay, this follow button called follow button, tomorrow it's called XYZ. So it's really hard to track it. So we build a mechanism that understand what changed, what's the new names. So every version update, we run this tool and we can extract everything. So it's much harder. That's why most of the phone automation they just skip TikTok because it's a lot of work.
Yeah. It makes sense. What else would they can you give to the people like tips? Let's say now it's the end of 2024.
Mm.
Exactly now when you started to speak, Instagram was down. Maybe it's just a
Is it
weird
up
occasion.
yet?
I don't
Is
know.
it still?
Do you have
You call Mark.
any
I'm
what to
calling
say?
Marks. No, I'm calling Marks.
Mm, yeah. So any more tips you can give like to people, let's say who trying like to grow, whether it's like their own personal account or business account, or if like they have like an agency, what else like you can give them as to some stuff that they
If
didn't
someone
know
has
that
an
they didn't know?
agency for like social digital agency, digital media, I have a lot of agencies working with us. It's really good for them because the client really loves it. Besides that, they do content and they do ads. They want to see new followers on the account. They want to see the account moving, and that's something you don't get with ads. So, if we're talking about digital social media agencies, it's really good for your client. They really like it. It make them stay longer with you. Um, it's another service that doesn't cost a lot and it's a lot of value for your client.
Yeah, I agree. I think now many business actually reaching out to me and showing me that their results on the paid ads and in general to do paid ads, it's becoming. I speak about paid ads not to get leads and to get directly sales. I speak about to get more followers and like to build your community about this
Right.
goal. So it sounds like it's getting more challenging, more expensive, and they even don't feel comfortable like showing an ad to get people to
Get
follow
to
them.
see you.
Yeah, it's like kind of
Right.
like lame. And again, I just like want to make a difference. It's not about like let's say I have a digital store and to get sales. Of course, you need to bring traffic to your online store. Only about community. It's a lot about like your account, your content, and how it looks like, and which is actually bringing me to the second point of like how your account looks like. So if you like, before to get into, for example, your tool, I must review my content and I must do some edit to my profile, see what I can improve, what's good, what's not good,
Right,
and
that's
then I can
important.
start. Yeah,
Don't
some people,
spend money on your profile if it's not doesn't have
yeah,
good content.
if you want follow yourself, so don't promote it, just like make it looks better. And if you
Yeah,
want even like to take it into the extra step, so you can always add some comments, likes, views, even from non bill accounts. I think you have a solution for that, like SMM panels for that, just to make it look more shining. And then the real audience, which come, for example, with your tool, will convert much better. So you need to think about all of the picture and not just about like one tool or one method, as you want to eventually get your goal to get more followers and get them converted into leads and clients. What else? Let's speak about the close friends a bit before we finished. What do you think? It's too much well speaking, this subject of the close friends. What do you think about it?
me.
Yeah,
If it works, I
if,
personally don't. No, it works, but I personally don't do it. But I guess you know the best what works and not. Yeah, I think it's amazing if you can use an app that is just now on Instagram and will not be there tomorrow. Why not?
yeah, I can say that after doing it, I think when it started it. First of all, the first person in the world who did it was Billie Eilish. So if she did it, we deserve to do it as well, right? Like we are not Billie Eilish, but we also want more exposure and more traffic in our stories. So I think it was firstly builded around, correct me, fix me, like June, maybe this year, June. So
Yeah,
almost
a few
6 months
months ago. A
already.
few months ago, right? I heard about it a few months ago. That's kind
Yeah.
of new.
And it was very underground. Many people don't want to share this and to, bring it to the crowd. So it won't get, of course, abused and then restricted by Instagram. And as for this date, I don't know when people are going to watch it, but it's still working very, very well to add all of the followers of the account to the close friends and to increase the views. You can even take it to the second step and add non-followers and do also more stuff to combine it with your tool. For
Yeah,
example, I
maybe
can add.
I will try it with few clients. So in general, you're saying it's gonna increase engagement rate?
Yeah, you can try this even like, when what's happening when you're doing like when you upload a close friend story. So Instagram automatically pushing your stories more on the front of the followers. And then people are like feeling also like this is exclusive content and they feel special. So they're going to check your close friend story. Now, of course, also for this part, you need to build a strategy. You cannot just like, I don't know, upload a coffee in your close friends. So then people won't watch it again. You need to bring, like, to put some exclusive content, giveaways, stuff like that. And acts that I can share with you after I'm uploading a close friend story, I'm uploading a normal story, like a non-close friend. And then what I'm doing, people directly transferring from the close friend story to the normal. And then the views are up also in the normal one. So it's really working well, all of this stuff. I highly recommend just to combine. For example, your tool is working really, really good. I'm really happy with your tool, very stable. You can see the results, everything is very upfront. Um, no need to deal with scrapers and with hard stuff of automation, which some people don't like. And then all of these acts like mass adding to the close friends are very useful. And you need to understand that it's temporary. So if you don't use it now, maybe tomorrow, next month, 2 months from now, it's patched and then that's it. Like the mass mentions, like the mass say other stuff that we used to do. So I think it's very, very useful and just like to combine all of these tools and to get your goals and to get the growth that you're wishing for. Yeah, what else? Any questions for the people or anything that you want to add that we didn't spoke about? Yeah, go ahead. Any question? Anything that you want to add?
No, I think covered it all.
How can people like really like what about website or something? Like some people send me Instagram doesn't have a website. Does it exist and like that? Like
Okay,
so
that's yeah, we are undercover, as you see. As you see, we prefer not. We had a website that was really awful. We always say we have a lot of brand that we are part. We have it. It's our brand. So we have like 4 or 5 brands, mostly in my country. Uh, so we have a website for this, but we don't have something for Instagram. We will have soon. Yeah, that's something we're gonna work on. A website. It just we don't want to be public because Instagram eventually finds you. I guess and ask you to stop.
at
So,
some
and we
point.
are busy, and that's good. We are busy without the website. Yeah, if we do have a dashboard you can use and see all of your clients, as I saw in the show before.
Yeah. No, it's good. I will just add like the form if someone wants to connect you so they can fill out the form and get
Yeah,
more
that's the
details.
best.
Um
We have a personal care service, so you have always someone to talk with. That's good. So even if you put your number or your Telegram, someone will reach you and you can ask whatever you want.
that's good. Any questions before we will finish to check what's going on with Instagram?
Oh, Instagram.
Any any questions? Something that if someone wants to add or ask me or Sion or Cohen, so feel free to send us. If there will be a demand, so maybe we can do it again in next week or next year. What's the best way to get in touch then? I will add the form. I will send you the form. Just don't worry about it. I will also add it over here, and I will also we had a good chat today, so I will send you. No worries at all. Yeah, and I think that I hope this we managed to give you some value about the tools that we are using and the methods we have been using in the last years. The idea is not just like to share with you um, like the name of the tool and just to buy that and then to really understand the process and what's going on and why it's working and how it should work. Can we ask questions on WhatsApp? Uh,
Yeah, we do also
yeah,
WhatsApp service.
yeah, no worries, goat. That's a cool photo. Very nice, cool. So yes, you can ask any questions that you want. Um, yeah, and I think that's it. Any last one? Something that you want to add, Cohen? And thank you very much for your time. It was really
Sure,
cool to
I
have you.
just got like 500 WhatsApp messages in the last hour.
Yeah,
It's,
it's not working. It's not working. It's you. Guys, any
yeah.
good source for Twitter accounts, please, without accounts market in dark. um,
Source.
First, I don't know about the marketplace you mentioned. I actually bought some from this marketplace and working really good. Now, even you can get verified on X on Twitter without giving them the ID. I won't explain more, but you can use this information and
Mm,
as you wish. But yeah, no, I think that they are like pretty good. I'm buying from these places. If you need like specific providers, I don't have for Twitter, I do have for Instagram, but you can post on the Telegram group. I will add a link and maybe someone else know. Um, yeah, and that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Cohen.
thank
Hope you
you,
have a
Adi.
good week. Thank you very much,
Yes,
everyone.
you too.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.